Welcome back to Fantasy 1.0. Today we're going to talk about outfielders. 5 I like and 5 I don't. Okay, last week of drafts before opening day. So quickly wanted to get this one out there for all you drafters. So 5 outfielders I like, 5 outfielders I don't. This is based on their ADP value. So that's why when I say Bryce Harper, nobody freaks out at me. He's going 10th overall right now, so he has dropped a couple notches since spring training started. The reason that I'm not so high on him, and I won't be having him on any of my teams, is he's only exceeded his ADP, his projected ADP value in one season he's ever played. I know it's his contract year. I just think that everybody buys into the hype way too much, and I see him going, at the first half of the first round. There's way more. Take Nolan Arenado or something like that. Number 2, Justin Upton. People love him. There's a lot of experts out there that are recommending him. I'm not. He's up and down, and I find maybe this is personal experience, but whenever I've been on the sort of the hype train or I've taken a chance on him, it's always the year he has a bad year, and he had a good one last year. So at 42nd overall, people, a lot of people are going to be tanking with a 3rd, 4th round draft pick. This guy will be your outfielder 1, and who knows what you're going to get. My opinion. Tommy Pham. This is a polarizing player this preseason, so a lot of people are saying he's a great value at 67 overall. I'm saying he's not. So he's never showed the power potential that he performed with last year with the Cardinals in his, I guess, more or less rookie season in the minors. He never did. He's 30 years old. I know he's going to be hitting near the top of the Cardinals lineup, but that's as long as he's performing. He hasn't had a great spring training. I don't buy a lot into spring training numbers, but I'm very wary of him. And at 67th overall, there's a lot of other guys I'd like to invest in. AJ Pollack, same neighborhood as Pham. I'm surprised he hasn't dropped more. He was in the early 40s when spring training started. He's down at 69. Few reasons why. So injury concerns. This guy gets hurt quite a bit. I know everybody can get hurt, but he gets hurt quite a bit. And then there's also the Humidor, which I'm starting to believe the hype now that there's going to be a 25 to 50% drop on home runs at Chase Field is what people are saying. Even low end that's going to suck some of his power out of there. And all the guys hitting behind him as well that could be batting him in with more home runs. So again, pass on him. Steven Souza, another Diamondback, 161st overall. I'm surprised he hasn't dropped back further. A, since he got traded to the Diamondbacks with the Humidor, etc. And B, since he's injured. He's got a pectoral injury. I don't know if that's going to affect power or not. Again, I think he's coming back in May, so it's just somebody I'm going to pass on, especially at 161. All right, so here's the good news. These are the guys I like. Mookie Betts. Everybody's going to be like, well, of course you like Mookie Betts. But he's going with an ADP of 8. So this is because of last year. So last year, he showed his floor as 100 runs, 25 homers, 100 RBIs, but 25 steals at a 270 batting average. That's the worst you're going to get from him. He's got potential to be, top 3. I would take him as early as 4th or 5th. So only a few spots higher than the 8th, but I think it's worth noting because your first pick's the most important. Gregory Polanco, so let's move down to 117. Not a guy I've typically had on a lot of my teams. It seems like I never end up getting him. Reason I like him this year is it seems like his EDP's fallen from years before, coming off an off season. Pirates lineup's a little bit depleted. He just looks jacked. He looks huge in spring training, and he's been doing really well in the early going or the late going of spring training. And he's projected to hit 3rd in the Pirates lineup. 3 is a great spot for players on your team. Delino Deshields, so he's going 168th. He should be further up too. I'm not going to say he's the next Billy Hamilton or anything like that, but he will hit for a better batting average, more power, may not steal as many bases, but it sounds like he's going to have the green light to steal bases. The manager said he predicts him to steal 50 bags, which you don't usually hear. Again, I just think that's a great lineup, and he's batting leadoff in it, so keep an eye out for him. I've got him on a bunch of my teams. Later on in the draft, Jesse Winkler. So I've had some questions actually on Twitter about him. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but I really like him. I'm targeting him. He's going at 278. I know there's Billy Hamilton there, and I know there's 4 outfielders. He's got this veteran's approach to at bats. He walks a lot. He doesn't strike out a lot. I see that bringing him up the first or second in the lineup, and I also see that displacing guys like Scott Schebler. He just looks like he's a very well-disciplined, well-rounded hitter. He had a quick cup of coffee last year. I think it was around 30 games, and he hit 7 home runs. So he's got some pop too in his bat. Anyways, so that's how I like. That's how I don't. You've got a few days left before opening season starts. So good luck on draft day, and I hope this helped. I forgot about the other stuff. So maybe I'm going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you about it right now. So subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you have any content suggestions or any comments, leave them below. You can also reach out to me on Twitter or on our website. That's what I got. That's what I have for you.